I think everyone's going to be hard pressed to find a better picture for 2023 than this one of Sven holding all six of their joystick awards after Baldur's Gate 3 just crushed everyone and won the Ultimate Game of the Year along with a whole slew of other things. It won every single category that it was nominated in. Basically, I think it's the biggest sweep. We'll read the news article in a minute, but I think it's the biggest sweep since The Witcher 3 took home the Ultimate Game of the Year award. Um, but it's just this is the picture of a man. This is what you define as a shit-eating grin. Like it's just all credit to everybody who took the pictures and everything. I found this on Twitter. Um, but this is just an amazing picture of him just holding this treasure trove of awards and justifying every single risk their company took to make Baldur's Gate 3 and all the work that has gone into making it such an amazing experience. It got my vote for Game of the Year. It's got my number one nomination so far for Game of the Decade. Obviously, we still have a lot of runway ahead of us for the rest of the 2020s, but to come out of the gate like this with a game that has just won across every single category that it could have been nominated in. They've got a picture up on their tweet. They won Best Storytelling, Best Visual Design, Studio of the Year, Best Game Community, Best Supporting Performer for Neil Newborn, who was the voice actor and mocap behind Asterion, PC Game of the Year, and Ultimate Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks. Just absolutely a phenomenal sweep for the team at Larian Studios, and so well deserved. It's been an amazing experience. I know we're sort of in the post phase now because I'm off doing lots of other things, and the Sorcerer playthrough I have is on the back burner. But I have nothing but amazing memories of those basically 5 months, almost 6 months that we just went whole hog into early access, and then the launch and came out the other side and kind of had to sit back and take a breath and go, holy crap! Like finally a game that took the spot for me for the best CRPG I've ever played, away from Baldur's Gate 2, which for 20 plus years held that position. So, Sven and the entire team at Larian Studios, this is 100% deserved. Please go forth and enjoy your holidays and the rest of 2023, knowing that you guys came, saw, dominated, and now everyone else is going to be eating your dust for the next 5 years as they scramble to try to figure out how to make a game that is as good as or could potentially top Baldur's Gate 3, which that's going to be a really hard feat because, like I said, for me, Baldur's Gate 2 held that spot for 20 plus years. I have a feeling it's going to be another 20 plus years before anyone's going to be able to come close to, replicating or doing better than what they did with Baldur's Gate 3. There's an article over here. Forgive me, I got to go into dark mode here by default here. Baldur's Gate 3. This is over at the Games Radar. Won the top prize of the Golden Joystick Awards, capping off a huge night by winning the Ultimate Game of the Year. Critical and commercial success has translated into a stellar awards night, as well as the ultimate prize. The game, its cast, and developer took home another 6 awards, winning every single category that it was named for. That's just an incredible thing to do. It says this is the biggest haul for a single game since The Witcher 3, which won 5 awards, including Ultimate Game of the Year in 2015, with Most Wanted nods in 2013 and 2014, and 3 more awards in 2016 for the Blood and Wine expansion, and a performance award for Geralt actor Doug Cockle. Said had to beat an amazing field of games representing other year of titles we've seen throughout 2023, because 2023 was a really amazing year. The nominees were Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4, Cocoon, Starfield, Final Fantasy 16, Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Armored Core 6, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Super Mario Bros., Street Fighter 6, Metroid Prime, Hi Rush, Lords of the Fallen, Dead Space Remake, and Sea of Stars. Out of all of those, I think the only one that even came close to what Baldur's Gate 3 offered in terms of a cinematic storytelling experience would be Alan Wake 2 in my mind. Star Wars Jedi Survivor was an absolutely amazing game, but I don't think it was anywhere close to being Game of the Year. Starfield, for all of its cool things that it did with the engineering, it just fell flat in so many other areas that I don't think there was any way that that was ever going to win Game of the Year. Even though I would have given it a vote as one of the games that I thought deserved to be nominated. And the rest of these, honestly, as much as I love Diablo 4, there was no way that that was good enough to be even close to getting Game of the Year. And Assassin's Creed Mirage, I'm just not a fan of the way they took the franchise. I much prefer the big open RPG types that they did with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. But yeah, 19 competitors, and they not only just won, they swept the awards with every single category. And it says, like I said, biggest haul for a single game since The Witcher 3. So this has become now the number one, and now I have to turn off dark mode on Twitter, guys. This has become the biggest, most awarded game of this entire Golden Joysticks awards series. It's kind of like when Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings came along to the Oscars and like said, "Oh yeah, Titanic and all you other movies that have previously held those top, most Oscars won for all those years. Yeah, now here's Return of the King. Eat our dust." Um, I think this is amazing, and the coolest thing about this, I think, for Larian Studios and for Sven and everybody else, is it's a showcase to the dedication and the hard work of a team that spent a lot of time and risked a lot by putting quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Up their own money to build this game, to put it through 3 years of early access, opening it up to the community. And to think about that, it wasn't a crowdfunded game. This is a private enterprise in the sense that they're an independent studio who pretty much financed everything themselves, although you could consider the early access to be a type of crowdfunding. But they had already proven themselves capable of handling that responsibility with Divinity Original Sin 1 and Divinity Original Sin 2. So to come along and do this on top of everything else they've done, kudos, hats off, well deserved. And I think the interesting thing is, Sven mentioned the other day that they're still testing the Xbox version, and they're going to have it out by the end of the year. They don't have a release date for it yet. But to think about this for a moment, it's been dominating Steam charts since it came out. It has done very well on the PS5, and it hasn't even launched for the Xbox Series X yet, which means having just won all of these awards, it is now going to trigger a new cascade of sales. And if they can hurry up and get the Xbox version out, now they're going to be able to be on all of the platforms and really take it home for the win. Great job, Larian Studios. And Sven, I got to say, I knew nothing about your company before you got the rights to Baldur's Gate 3. I'd never played any of your games. The announcement that you had won the Baldur's Gate 3 rights and had managed to get that under your belt was when I picked up the Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 definitive edition like multi-pack that GOG had for sale. And I played through those games and loved them and realized that you were a company that could probably handle it. And not only did you not just probably do it, you did it. You did it. So I got nothing but love for these guys. So good job, Larian Studios. It's a great game. If you haven't played it yet, everybody get out there and do it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. See you in the next one.